I'm Will, and I like toys. And this is a second attempt, because I just deleted the previous attempt. This is the second time of me going through giant bins of Transformers that I bought from a local comic shop called Starling Comics and Cards in Martinsville, Virginia, one of our local shops. They sell a lot of old comics, magic cards, Pokemon cards, and they do have some toys. But people don't come in for toys as often as they should, and so I made an offer on all their Transformers, and they accepted it. I'm going to sell some, keep some, some might be trash, some might be donate. I don't know what's going to be in here. Last time I got about 24 Transformers, and so let's get started. First one, Alita 1, the most badass lady Autobot. Oh wait, does this compartment even open? Wow, does something go in there? Okay, some cool stuff going on with this figure. I'm gonna have to do some research and figure out which series this is from, make sure she's got all her parts, because we do not want to be missing pieces from a figure that's cool. She's got these like chrome stickers on the back. Head's a little loose, but other than that, she's in really good condition. And Alita 1 is awesome. And she definitely has gotten some more attention since she's in the current comic series, as well as was in Transformers 1. Yeah, she's awesome. So I'm going to put her, make notes on her, and then put her in the sell pile. Also, if you hear noises, that's just my dog. However, if she's not worth much, I might keep her because she is pretty awesome. Or I'll see if there's other ones like RC or Chromia or any of the other awesome lady Autobots to bundle them together. I'm gonna add her to the pile though. Okay. Next up is a little Batman copter. Looks like this is just a cake topper from a couple of years ago. Doesn't look very old. I'm just gonna pop this in the give to some kids pile. I'll probably research it, but not gonna be much. Okay. Okay, this is pretty cool. The soft part here, yes. Okay. Now we're talking. So, we've got Skull Crusher, who's one of the headmasters. He is a robot alligator who is exactly as cool as he sounds. He's a robot alligator. But the thing about the headmasters, so like you can see his gator head, and does he have an articulated jaw? Oh my god, yes he does. And then there's a tongue inside, and I think this is his tail, which is also a gun. And I think we can put that in his hand or put it on. Oh, gotta fold his hands out. He's pretty cool. So headmasters are a kind of transformer that you may notice he doesn't have a head in the traditional sense. Well, there's a cockpit, and there's these little guys, and there are these little pilots that go in there, and they are, you fold them up, and they become the head. So this has the head, which is a huge plus. Not worth nearly as much if he doesn't have the head. And I gotta make sure that that's the right head for him. But appears everything is here for Skull Crusher. Skull Crusher? Skull Smasher. Let's do a quick Google. Head Master Skull Cruncher. Skull Cruncher. Yeah, let's take a look. What year do you think this one is? Probably like a Power of the Primes or a Titan Master. I'll have to double check that. Make sure he has all of his bits. But he is pretty cool. It looks like, let's see, did I find him? Yeah, that's his head. Awesome. I was worried because, you know, when you can swap heads like that, it could be another headmaster's heads. And there's other ones like Hardhead, Chrome Dome. Oh my god, why can't I think of the Brainstorm? Yeah, this appears to be the Skull Cruncher Deluxe class. Let's see, it looks like he might be missing a gun. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. But yeah, that is his tail and his other gun, and he is pretty cool. Skull Cruncher. That's a great one. Oh, darn it. We don't want I deleted you. Skull Cruncher. Look. One gun. Okay. This looks like some sort of modular giant robot guy that I've got pieces of here. Don't know who he is. Gonna put him over here in the definitely for little kids. Probably got other parts for him lying around in here too. Definitely. Okay, let's see. Oh, well, let's pick this son of a bitch. This is Starscream, the number 2, and definitely salty about it, Decepticon. It looks like this one, he's got some, like, faux damages on him, which is pretty cool. Like, which usually they did that for the Netflix War for Cybertron series. So, I don't know if he's missing a gun. Oh, yes! I just found a piece for somebody. I'll put that aside. We'll do that in a second. Okay. So this is... Oh, wait. This is even better than I thought it was. This is... He turns into his Cybertronian form. And how I know that is these back wings aren't like a regular like fighter jet that he turns into. These appear to be like the Cybertronian form. That's pretty neat. But his chest plate piece did just pop off. I know I can pop that back on. There you go. We'll have to see if he's missing any pieces, like a gun or anything. Yeah, he definitely turns into his weird Cybertronian vehicle. Cool. Okay, so Starscream. War for Cybertronian vehicle. Cybertron is the planet that the Transformers are from. Parts? But yeah, definitely gonna sell him. Starscream's pretty cool. It looks neat, but I got limited space. Okay, so a second ago I was excited because I saw a piece, and let's find him. Is he in here? There. Is that him? Yes. Okay. So I found a wing piece for this guy right here, Cutthroat. He's like a dinosaur, some sort of pterodactyl Decepticon. I think he might be one of the Terracons, like Cindersaur and some of those other characters. But this is a piece that was missing, and that is awesome. Let's see if we can get it to snap back in place. I was worried about that. Luckily for some of these pieces, they do sort of softer plastic because they don't want things to break as easily. Oh, come on, son of a nutcracker. My mom says that a lot. Elf is her favorite movie, I think. Well, one of her favorite movies. Son of a bitch. Okay. But this is great. He's just missing, I think, a gun, his chest pack, and a part of his dinosaur head. Why can't I get this? If it came off, it should be able to go back on. Do love his color scheme. It's like a green that's bordering on teal and like sort of a rotten egg yellow and this weird burgundy purple. Okay, this is gonna drive me absolutely nuts. I'm gonna pause this in a second and fix it without watching. Okay, about 2 seconds after I hit pause, legitimately, I got the wig on. So now his wings are intact and in place, and that's great. Hopefully we can find his other pieces, but I'm going to add him back to the sell pile. We'll see if that is permanent, or if he ends up in the keep pile. Okay. Next we got a little guy. It's core class Iguanus. Looks like all his parts are here. Iguanus is one of the pretenders, which were these like weird Transformers who didn't transform when they were the toys, but they basically can take on like animal and organic shapes and turn into like giant octopi and other things. But so this is a adapted version of him where it's he can turn into a little motorcycle. He's pretty cool. I was interested in this character for a bit, but we'll see. And make a note about him. He is a core class, which is what they call their little fellas. Um, really like I don't know, $5 or $6. Okay, let's do. What else we got chilling in here? Okay, we're gonna do one that I genuinely really wanted. This is Hunger, who took me a while to figure out who he was when I first saw him because I thought he was a plane because this looks very much like a Decepticon plane, but he is a Terracon, and that means they're like these weird dinosaur sort of monster spots, but he can turn into like a two-headed dragon, and so his feet you can see are the two-headed dragon. 100% keeping this one. This is one of the main reasons I wanted to buy this whole bin. I love the pink, I love the gray, the color scheme, the fact that he turns into a weird robot two-headed dragon, and like you hide his head underneath the tail. Is there like a secret gun under there? Oh sweet, that's awesome. That's pretty cool. Yeah, keeping him 100%. No questions asked. He's like Warpath. Like, keeping. Okay, so continuing, I just looked at Hunger, whose name is Hungur. Multiple R's, if you couldn't tell from the 100% keeping him. He's so cool. Okay, now let's see. This looks like sort of a cheap kid Bumblebee. Yeah, this is just gonna go in the pile for the kiddo pile, which is behind me right now. Okay, what else we got in here? Oh, shoot. I think, is this? This might be the pack for our friend we just saw. Let's look. That might be the pack for Cutthroat. Let's see. Is this for Cutthroat? No, this pack is for somebody else. I do not know who this pack is for. I'm gonna put that aside. Looks like one of the packs for somebody like Cutthroat. Maybe there's someone else. It's kind of cool. It's got like a little extra armor in there, like it sits on top. Put that aside. Let's see. Okay, I do not know who you are, but you are pretty beat up. Some of this actually looks to be fake beat up sort of things. Definitely from the Kingdom War for Cybertron series, but he has like a interesting skull symbol that I've never seen on his emblem. Huh. Let's do a reverse image search real quick. But he's got like this fake, damage with his silver. Let's see. Time for everyone's favorite part, where Will Googles on his phone a transformer. What? There's no way this is a Quintesson. Is it? The Jesus Army Drone, Quintesson, or for Cybertron. And he's got a gun somewhere in here. What it looks like. Is that it? No, that's somebody else's giant ass gun. Okay. We will keep an eye out. We will keep an eye out for his gun. But I think I'm gonna sell him. But Jesus army drone. Okay. And Jesus. I totally don't know how to pronounce this. Luna, can you chill your butt out? Oh, also, last time I realized I said that something was a reissue of Optimus Primal. It's not. It's the Kingdom movie Optimus Primal, so I need to find his swords. There's a bunch of accessories in here and in the other boxes, so we'll see what we can find. Got a bunch of these modular, like, pieces that look like they build a giant robot, and they have these connections. So I'm not just keep piling them over there. As I find them. Okay. Whoa. Okay, this is a little dude who appears to be some sort of little wolf creature who turns into a sword. It does say he's Hasbro. 2016. It's like a little wolf. And then you, like, flip him. Or is he like this? And then you, like, flip him so that people can wield him like a sword? This is going to be another little image search, but he's an accessory sold on the side. Okay, this is one I'm actually very excited for. This is the Legacy. Is this Blaster? I'm 90% sure this is Blaster. As opposed to Twin Casts. So he, a lot like Soundwave, turns into stereo. And what's cool about them is they have an eject button, and it opens, and they've got little micro cassettes that are also transformers. So we'll double check this one. This is one who has been on my radar, and I am kind of interested in because I love the outdated, you know, idea of that he's a stereo. Hey, get your face out of there. Get your face out of there. That's not yours. That's not yours. Not yours. You didn't get it. It's not yours. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll those things in a second. Yeah. And he has his cassette, which is great. Oh, hey. Out of here. And let's see. His cassette. You. Crap. Didn't break it. That's just. There you go. Let's see. You wiggle these guys. Luna, can you get out from behind me? And you do this. And you do this. And then this part seems. Actually, I thought it would be a lot harder than it was. Okay. And there, you've got a little cassette droid. My favorite one is Rewind. Or Rumble. Rewind's a good guy. He's also one of the few, like, canonically gay Transformers. He's in a long-term relationship with Chrome Dome. And then there's also, like I said, Rumble, who's one of the, like, Decepticon ones. Who I think there might be a vintage one of him in one of the other boxes. But this guy is pretty great. I'll have to look up specifically who he is. But I love the idea of the... Thank you, Luna. But I love the idea of the cassette tapes. They make me very happy. Because it's very silly. Hey! Face out of there. That ain't yours. Let's see if we can convert it back. Luna? Luna, hey! Get your face out of there. Ain't your Transformers. Okay, there. We're getting it now. And then we do this. Okay. Now the cassette, and I can pop it back into Blaster. I'm probably going to keep Blaster. He's really cool. And he has his gun. If someone else is missing a weapon, I might donate this weapon to them. this also maybe isn't his. We'll have to look. Hey, out of there. The blaster. Okay. The dog is losing her mind. Great. Great fun. Um, okay. This is some sort of knockoff or Michael Bay looking random trash. Oh, is this one of those ones that does it all in one? There's a button on the back. Like, oh, yeah, that's what it is. Okay. So you put it all together, and then you can push the button, and it opens. It's kind of cool that there's a one-step thing like that, but definitely in the cell. Okay. Whoa. Giant red wings. I wonder if Jetfire is here. Because I'm finding all these parts that make me feel like Jetfire is here. Jetfire is one of those, like, giant spaceships. We'll see. I'm gonna put those in the parts bag for now. Let's see what else we... Okay, let's do a fun one. Rhinox. One of the other Beast Wars characters. And let's see if we can transform him without looking at the instructions. Oh, he even has his... Oh my god. He has his weapons. That's fantastic. They're these, like, weird little blade gun things. But let's see if I can just futz around with this enough. He is one that I am kind of interested in. Okay, those look like they do this. I could Google this. I could find the instructions. There are instructions in another box, but I like the challenge of trying to figure out how to do the Transformers sometimes. Like, that's something I enjoy. It's my puzzle. Okay, let's look. Okay. Let's not break this one, though, because I do genuinely like him. Okay. Okay. These, where hands are, they look like they are. Yep. Okay. So we at least have a frame of reference that this is where his arms are going to be. And Luna, these are not yours. Hey! Hey! Out of there! Out of there! Out of there! Thank you. Thank you very much. But let's see if we can figure out how to do this leg. Like that. So we can lift that up. And then Luna, I do not need your assistance back there. Should I move that out and then rotate it? I'm gonna figure this out and be right back. Okay, after a lot of futzing and muttering under my voice. Oh, thank you, Luna. Luna wants to show a toy. It's a plush fox, well, a lamb that she ate the face off of. I got him. Transformed Rhinox. I think he's the, like, science officer in Beast Wars. He's pretty cool. Probably gonna sell this one, even though I like him, just because I need to make my money. And I've already picked too many to keep. So, add Rhinox to the list. And he looks like he's the Kingdom War for Cybertron series. Hey, Luna, what you doing? Okay, so we've got a lot of... Oh, yes! This is Galvatron's gun. That is fantastic. Ooh, there's a bunch of bits and bobs and little pieces in this box. Some of it is going to be useful, and some of it is not. And some of it's really sweet swords that I haven't identified what they're for yet. But yeah, this is Galvatron's gun. Galvatron was in the last video, so that's fantastic. Putting that aside, let's see. Who do we have next? This looks like parts of character from one of the movies. Just gonna toss it in the parts bag until we figure that out. Let's see, another weird little dino guy. So pop that in. Steel dino guy is what I'm calling him. And red movie car. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this guy's fun. Oh, we'll have to see if we can find his other part, though. This is one of the core class dino skeleton guys. I think his name's like Dodecahedron or something like that. And it looks like he's missing. He's really cool. He's missing part of his foot. So I'm gonna have to put him in the part bag for now. But he's one of the Maximals. I think he also has a tail that's a weapon. So I'll have to keep an eye out for that amongst all these bits. Oh, this is part of Galvatron's back. Fantastic. Adding that to my weird bit pile to look into. Oh. Are these are parts for that red one that I just tossed in the parts bag. So let's fix you up. Nothing I like more than repairing a toy. It's how I would spend every day of my life if I could. But I gotta pay the bills. Okay. You're pretty cool. Someone might want a figure like this that is from the movie. The movie ones are not my favorite, but it's a complete one, looks like. Let's find out who this is. He looks mildly Decepticonish to me. But let's take a look. Nope, that's Google Maps. But so, let's see. Time for Will uses Google. This is... Who are you? Autobot? Oh, it's an Autobot named Dino, it looks like. And definitely one of the little cheap ones. So, make a note of that. Autobot Dino. Movie. But yes, I got excited because I think I found another Galvatron part. So that's good. Ooh. I think I found another one. Let's pull Galvatron out at the end of this. Okay. Now I'm getting to the dikes. Some things that are just a little sad. This is cool. I don't know what this is. This is just a Autobot helicopter that appears to be a limb for someone. Some sort of... Huh. I'll have to put that in my parts pile. Let's see. A lot of these... Oh, is this one of Megatron's feet for that Megatron that I found before? So I'm going to put that here. And there's some interesting wing pieces. I'm curious to find out who those go to. And some swords and purple parts. And oh, is this This might go to that sound wave, so I'll buy him later. Oh, that was fun. Yeah, but there's all kinds of weapons and bits. So, definitely that. Okay. I don't know who this is, but he's pretty cool. He appears to be some sort of motorcycle character, and I think he's from the animated series. He looks like he's missing one of his lower forearms. Oh, this looks like it probably goes to him. Yeah. This appears to be like a... Let's see if we can figure out how this connects. Probably connects here, like this. It appears to be a part of a motorcycle seat. So, we'll see what he is and talk about him next time. But yeah, he's pretty cool. I'll put him here for me to look at. I like he's got these interesting like goggles. I'm a sucker for goggles and stuff like that. Ooh. So head. Let's probably later. More guns. The piercing part of the Optimus Prime. Dinosaur head. Oh, one of Wheeljack's legs, I think. Or arms? Wheeljack arm. I'm saving one specific thing for the end here. It is something that I'm very interested in. Because I think I know what it is. But we'll have to look for the bits and pieces. Okay, let's just do this one. This appears to be, what is this, Ratchet? Yeah, this is like a little kid, Ratchet. Ratchet is like one of the, he's like a medical droid. And that Ratchet always has like these big red things. I don't know why it's a cop car, but, I'll clean this one up and add it to my pile for sale. I've got a bunch of these kid ones, and there's nothing wrong with them. You gotta start somewhere, but I'm thinking I might be able to do like a nice lot of these. Yeah, let's see. Let's transform them. What's the point of having a transformer if you do not transform him? Or her. Or them. They. Okay, yeah. This looks like Ratchet. Yeah, it looks like you gotta fold his head around, then do that, and then you can do that. Okay, yeah. Ratchet. Definitely gonna sell him on some sort of lot. Okay. So we'll do this one now. This was something that I don't recognize. It says DC. It could be a Diaclone, but we'll find out. So it's like a train piece. And I was messing around with it in the store, and it looks like you can separate it to get the legs. So you get the legs. And then looks like I've got one of the arms. So do you have an arm? No, that's not. It's a spoiler for like a car, not like a spoiler. And it looks like you disconnect him and you reconnect him here to get sort of this like weird train transformer character. So I'm gonna put him in my parts bag in the hopes that I get the arm. And we'll see. I'm gonna add, oh, I forgot to add Ratchet. Ratchet for kids. And yellow train. Oh, and goggle motorcycle. Okay, let's see. Sell. See. Okay. So I'm definitely down to the very end of this box. And there's a lot of guns and little pieces. Really hope to figure out who this is for. Parts like that. We'll see what all this is. I'm not gonna worry about it now. I do think I've got a crocodile head. Ah, Luna, face out. And we'll do some in-depth looking. Ooh, another red piece for that red guy. Okay, I could do the ooh, that's a cool gun game all day. Um, so I do know that I have a faceless. I think this is Junk Heap or Scrap Heap, 86 Junkion, which is a real shame. I do know though that there is a fairly complete Junkion in one of the other bins. So I am gonna put him aside for parts. Maybe I'll find his face. That would be cool. Then I can fix him and get him a home. I'm weird like that I constantly feel like I want to get them a home. Yeah. Huh. Maybe the feet go that way. That's odd that they are backwards like that. But okay. Well, I'm gonna put him in the bin of pieces for now. But the final guy is one I'm a little sad about. Which is why. Get your head out of there. And I also have to do some investigating. It appears to be a Maximal, which is fantastic. And it appears to be a Maximal who was a lion. And I think this might have been Lio Convoy, which I'm going to have to investigate. He appears to potentially be without a head. And this... Oh, wait. Another one of these train guys? Which would be really sad if he doesn't have a head. Because I genuinely like this character. I could, give him another head. But I need to research him. But this appears to be a partially transformed Lio Convoy, who is a lion from Japan, who is a Maximal. And he's pretty cool. I am a fan of his. And if he's missing a head, that would be... There's like a spring-loaded feature in this head, and then there's like this other part. I don't know. I'm gonna have to investigate. But yeah, potentially Lio Convoy. So that's it for now. There were lots of pieces, lots of parts. I'm going to investigate, but like I said, some of my favorites: Hunger, Blaster, with his little tape buddy, who isn't Rewind, but I will figure out who it is. These are two that I'm definitely keeping, and probably keeping. Who are joining Definite Warpath from the last time, and potentially G-Axis, potentially Hound, potentially an Optimus Primal of some sort. We will see. Thank you so much. And like I said before, I'm Will, and I like toys.